to the LTP Lounge episode number 6. Today we're talking with our good friend Robbie Von Roll from Von Roll Skyway. We've got the Trailmaster Puppets, and we're also going to have Lewis on in a minute. So let's get to it. Yeah. Okay. Welcome. So, welcome to the LTP Lounge, Robbie Von Roll.
Hello, everybody.
Hello. Again, so I'm gonna let you introduce yourself in a second, but Robbie's been on our LTP regular show, the Leaving Today podcast. Super cool guy. We knew just like within like 10 seconds of talking to this guy that he's going to be one of these people that are just incredible to talk to. He's got a wealth of history. And also right now, Lewis is here. Want to just go ahead and bring him on?
Let's bring him on.
Now here's Lewis. Lewis, you are hanging out with Robbie Von Roll right here. This is the man.
Nice. How's it going, Lewis?
Oh, can you not hear?
Okay.
You can't hear us. There we go.
Hey, Lewis.
Hi, guys.
Hey.
There we go.
Hey, you are on live with Robbie Von Roll.
Mr. Von Roll, it is truly an honor and a privilege to meet you. I have much respect for your grandfather and your firm, and this is truly an honor, sir.
Cool. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Thank you.
As you can see, Mark and I are twinsies today.
So
I'm a huge and Hootie too. We're all huge fans.
Okay, I can I'm already one up on everybody. I just gotta pan over a tad bit.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Or you can see what's going on above my head.
Even better. So cool. Wow. Holy smoke. Incredible.
Yeah.
Wow.
Why don't you give him like a quick tour, Robbie, of what you got going on back there?
Cool, definitely will. Let's see. Right now, over my head, this would actually be the Tomorrowland Skyway Tower. So if you remember looking straight up, I'll get out of the screen.
How awesome is this, by the way?
So better than life.
And there you go.
That is so cool. So you're in Wildemar right now, Mr. Von Roll?
Yes, sir. A little bit outside of Lake Elsinore, California.
Yes, sir. Wow.
So anyone
I've seen your setup with Justin Random Land. I've seen your setup, and it's an absolute beautiful setup.
Thank you. That one is over there at Castle Peak and Thunder Railroad in Anaheim Hills, California.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. I'd say, last week we just got done doing routine maintenance. We do that every year on all the installations that we got.
Outstanding.
Yep. Very cool.
Yeah.
So if you guys want to see some Von Roll history, especially some very rare Disney history, I could show you really quick.
Robbie, we want to see everything, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
We do.
So, I'll show you this really quick. I have the control panel off the Disneyland Skyway in my possession, and now that control panel, it controls all this what I have in my backyard. So I'll show you that really quick.
So amazing. So cool.
That is like better than life.
That's the real deal.
It is the real deal.
So Robbie, was that in the Tomorrowland station or the Fantasyland station?
This one was in the Fantasyland station.
Okay.
At the chalet. Wow.
Inside the chalet. And let's see. We have something that dates back to 1956 off the Skyway in our possession also.
Oh, wow.
Here's an original wrist.
Wow.
Yeah.
All original.
And that's a Gen 1. That's a Gen 1.
Yep, that's a Generation 1 VR 101 grip. This one actually dates back before Disneyland. This one dates back to 1952. It's got a Von Roll stamp on them, and they only came out with 1 year with the stamp that says Von Roll on the grip. Everything works as original. It's even got the original Swiss bearings in it from 1952.
So amazing.
And
so this was made at the Von Roll Works in Switzerland.
yes, Von Roll Burn Switzerland.
So Robbie, just real quick, just so you could inform our listeners on that, the Skyway that was in Disneyland was not built for Walt. It had a previous life, correct?
That's right. It was originally for the Cabo Exposition in 1947. So Walt Disney bought that as a used Von Roll side chair. And what I mean by a side chair is like your normal ski lift, you're sitting forward, if you know. So on a Von Roll side chair, you are actually sitting sideways going up the mountain.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, it lasted that long, and it's pretty amazing how long these rides actually last.
Yeah.
There we go. Let you guys check this out for a second.
Oh yeah, he showed me a couple of these pictures last week. There's the Skyway.
Your own chalet. That's so cool. That is
yeah,
so
that's
cool.
the chalet, all right.
That's so cool, man.
Even has all the scroll work.
Yeah.
Oh, and even the sayings to Twinkle Twinkle Little Star on it. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, this is like gold.
Better than.
Holy smokes.
Better than.
I'll take you guys inside of it really quick.
Oh, of course.
Please do.
Of course.
Please do. Holy smoke. Wow. That is so flipping cool.
Yep.
Carl and Russell, yeah.
Yep. There's our pride and joy back here. One of 7 that we've actually built.
Very cool.
Thank you.
Yeah. So back to the one that Walt Disney purchased. Was it did he have to add to it at all? Did he have to add any towers, or was it already just complete?
It was already pre-made from Von Roll. The center tower where the Matterhorn was, that is an original tower from 1947 from the Cabo Expo.
Oh, okay.
So
that was the one that was deployed over Holiday Hill, right, Mr. Von Roll?
Exactly, that huge monstrosity of a tower.
What they call the apex of the trip.
Right.
On top of Holiday Hill. Okay, right.
And so on my model, I recreated that. This is where the Matterhorn's going to be going. We're going to be building the Matterhorn back here.
Oh wow!
So identical how they're hung up, how it was hung up inside Disneyland.
A Matterhorn question, Mr. Von Roll. Are you actually going to put the bobsleds in it too?
I have a guy that's he does miniatures of roller coasters, and I'm going to try to see if I can collaborate with him. We can make this thing running.
Here's a silly question, because now I want to get into the minutiae. Is what generation of sleds are you going to use on the iteration of your version of the scale model?
That's a good question. Like I said, I gotta collaborate with this guy, and if it does work, I want to do the around the 1980s.
So second generation, 1978.
That's correct.
Excellent.
Dude, what are you even talking about?
The best ever. Yeah, it's the same generation.
Anybody want to ride?
It's the same generation as the current Space Mountain sleds at Walt Disney World.
Is that what it is right there? Is that the style you're talking about?
Well, that's his Skyway bucket, and that's a Gen 2. But no, we're talking about the miniature Matterhorn that he's making, and he's going to try to get this miniature roller coaster expert to fabricate the Matterhorn bobsleds for him. so
Oh,
I asked Mr. Von Roll, what generation sled is he going to put
Yeah.
in his metal?
oh,
And he
gotcha.
said
Okay.
he
Yeah.
said Gen 2 started in 1978.
Okay, gotcha.
You're caught up, Mark?
I'm
Which
caught. I
is
was
the same sled they're using at Space Mountain today in the Magic Kingdom.
Right.
oh wow.
Here's another one of our rarities that we obtained from Disneyland. There's a piece of the haul rope right here.
That's original cable.
That's original cable from the Skyway. I got maybe about 30 feet of it.
Very cool.
Wow.
Yeah,
So
I
you
got
have
all
about-
kinds of little goodies.
So you have about roughly 9.5 meters of original steel cable.
Yep.
Holy
Steel
smokes.
cable. It's all
Wow.
documented. The last, this was actually off a spool that was at Disneyland when they did all the splicing for their new haul rope they installed in 1990. So I certified it with a company. It's called Fotzer in Switzerland that actually supplied all the haul rope for Disneyland. They said, "Yep, that's legit."
Right.
Nice.
And you're using Swedish iron, which is the strongest in the world.
Swiss steel.
Well, I understand, but I mean, they get the iron ore from Switzerland.
Yeah.
Or from Sweden. They import it into Switzerland, and that's where they turn it into the carbon steel, which is the finest in the world.
Exactly. That's another reason why the Von Roll rides last so long, because it was pure Swiss steel.
Swiss steel, right? Of course.
It was not anything that produced nowadays. They use so many recycled stuff. It starts how do you say it? Starts losing its metal integrity.
Yeah.
Right. Of course.
Yeah.
It's bond strength as far as metallurgy goes, right? Because so many times it gets reused, it starts losing its bond.
Yep.
If you know anything about the Bessemer process, and I can get into a whole thing about metallurgy, but I'm going to spare everybody tonight. But the point is that everybody knows that the Swiss steel, which is gotten from the Swedish iron ore in the Swedish deposit, is in fact the strongest in the world.
Oh yeah.
Don't ask me why. I know it's better than the Canadian deposit, which is the second strongest in the world.
Yeah, everyone knows that.
Well, they should. They should. Now we're talking about Von Roll cable systems. They ought to know it.
Sure.
Do your homework.
So, Robbie, when they took this down in '94, did they ask you, like, do you want any of this stuff?
Actually, they did. They contacted me about a week before it closed down. They said, "Hey, do you want to?" Disney actually contacted us, and they said, "Disney." Or they said, "Robbie, do you want to come up here for the last ride on the Skyway?" I said, "Definitely." So they paid for everything, paid for my trip and everything. And at the end of the day, they, like I said, gave me some really cool stuff that no one else has got. I mean, a piece of haul rope, grips. I got 2 grips. I got the second generation of gondola grips too. I'm refurbishing that one. I got a hanger arm, and the hanger arm and grip that I have is off of number 10. And let's see, it was Van Eaton Auctions. I talked to them. They came over. They looked at it. They said it's authentic, pure authentic, and they gave it a certificate. Well, there is a gondola that sold, maybe like 5 years ago for $575,000.
Wow.
Okay, if I wanted to, the guy that bought that gondola, he said, "Hey, I'll offer you $100,000 for that grip and hanger arm right now." I'm all, "Nope, I'm not taking it."
Wow.
How about no, Scott? How about no?
So yeah, I contacted Van Eaton Gallery afterwards. I said, "Hey, this guy offered me $100,000 for it." He said, "Glad you didn't take it. We've got buyers if you ever want to sell it." So
I'm sure they do.
Wow.
Yep.
So much history.
That's
That's amazing about that.
$500,000 bucket. Holy smoke.
But you know, honestly, the reason I think it's just so cool because it speaks of the history of that whole place and how much it means to so many people. I mean, and with the Skyway bus, I mean, we still, how often we talked about it today, Mark, about the Skyway. You said I forgot what it was, and
I had
like if Iger's doing, if Iger did brought back, what was it? People Mover and one other thing, then I would be okay. And then I kind of went, no. If you brought back the Skyway,
Yep.
then I'd be super happy.
For sure. Yeah.
Yeah, because it means so much to so many people. Yeah, and so listening to all that is so amazing. I mean, seeing Lewis kind of geek out there is I mean, it's kind of one of the reasons why it's so cool. I mean,
I'm literally talking with Isaiah right now, Udi. I'm talking with Isaiah himself. So yes, this is a religious experience.
I know. Why? Okay, Lewis. Why do you think we said, okay, we're gonna talk to Rob, but we better get Lewis over here because I'm sure he's
because you knew I would go totally off the rails, so to speak.
Yeah.
I get it. Yeah.
So what?
I always say if anybody's ever in Southern California, we usually have people over on the weekends. Give like little small tours. They take pictures inside the gondola that I got, and they enjoy the memories. The people that come over here and buy my products also, and it's very surreal hearing all the different stories. I had a customer a while back ago. This is maybe like 10 years ago, and this actually made me tear up.
Oh.
So I made this lady. She contacted me. She said, "Hey, can you make a cabin for me, a Skyway cabin?" "Oh, sure, not a problem." And she didn't tell me why at first or anything like that. So I sent it off to her, and like it was about 2 months later that she sent me a message, and she said, "Hey, I really appreciate the cabin. It's got my dad's ashes in it, as he was a foreman on the Skyway."
Oh man.
So you're talking about tugging at someone's heart.
Oh yeah.
Heart and soul.
Yeah, it was really
that's
surreal.
Beautiful. That's a beautiful memory.
Yeah. And people that come over here, I had a 95-year-old lady come over here, and she said, "I remember when they were round. I remember when Walt Disney walked around with the Skyway going up the stairs and to ride on his ride." I'm all, wow.
Yeah.
Are there any of those round ones left, Robbie?
I'd say, what was it, about 25 years ago, I contacted this one guy. He was 85 years old, and he had one of the original round gondolas. He was the first lead mechanic on the Disneyland Skyway. So he had one in his yard, and I tried contacting him like 5 years later and disappeared. I believe he passed away. So one is out there, we hope still.
Okay.
I'm aware of a first generation bucket being at the museum in Flushing Meadows right now.
Yeah.
There is the one in the museum. I know about that one, and it's a red first gen, which was from the 64-65 World's Fair.
Yeah, that one, that gondola that you're talking about from the 64-65 World's Fair. That one is made by Gangloff in Bern, Switzerland.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
My apologies.
Yeah, so that one,
thought it was a Von Roll product.
No, it has a little bit of Von Roll in it. What is on there, they put their stamp on there, their Von Roll name tag. Same with Gangloff. But what is actually Von Roll on there is called the yoke. The yoke clamps on or bolts up to the hanger arm. Here, I'll show you really quick. Okay. So you can see on top right here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's Von Roll right here. All the rest of this is made by a different manufacturer called CWA of Switzerland.
Right.
So, yeah. Now, one thing I would definitely love to clear up with everybody that's watching, why did the Disneyland Skyway close? Everybody always asks me that.
Oh, I know.
We know why.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. We know
why.
Yeah, it just drives me nuts. And it's like, people, there is such thing as metal fatigue.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Von Roll, they did their thing, but Disney kind of messed that all up by adding the 4-passenger cabins and not going inside the Matterhorn in 1965 and revamping the inside of the tower battery supports.
Yeah.
So it had nothing to do with ADA, nothing to do with that, because if that was the case, all the rest of these Von Roll rides would not be around.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I was about to say, because everybody knows that Busch Gardens, Cedar Point, and San Diego have all improved their VR 101s.
Yeah,
Periodically over the years with the upgrade.
Exactly. The big one that you just mentioned, what is it? Busch Gardens, Tampa Bay.
Right,
They
right.
did a humongous overhaul on that ride. They spent over $7.5 million on that ride.
Right. That's what I read in the Tampa paper.
Oh, yeah.
And everybody loves it. Everybody complains that, well, we got to pay extra to get on it. Blah, 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 blah. I'm not going to get on it.
Money.
Well,
take my money. Take my money.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Take my money, because all of that money goes back into that ride only.
Into maintaining the Von Roll VR 101. Right.
Right. Parts for these things are astronomically high.
Oh, I can believe it.
Robbie, when they changed at Disneyland's version, when they changed from the round to the square, so that doubled the occupancy, right?
Double to the occupancy, yeah.
And did they have to put all new cable in to account for the weight of the guests, or?
Not only they call it a haul rope. Not only the haul rope, they had to modify the towers. They had to modify inside the drive station. Had to modify inside the tension station. The original Tomorrowland tower got pulled out of there. If you remember the open box type. Okay.
No.
Tomorrowland used to have an open box type tower. They removed that and put a solid tower in there. Yep. And they moved it towards, they moved it towards tension about 25 feet.
Oh, okay.
That makes sense because, man.
Yeah, and then they increased the counterweight too, just by a tad bit. It was originally 33,000 pounds. They increased it to 36,000 pounds.
Oh, geez.
So 18 ton.
Yeah.
Standard.
Not the heaviest out of any VR 101 by any means.
No, by any means.
Wow.
Hey, Robbie, not to change park topics, but do you have an update of what's going on at the one at Great America up here in Northern California?
That's staying until the park closes. All those parts are going to run off to Cedar Point to maintain theirs.
Jeez. So, do you think that's going to get sent off to somewhere to like another park, or are they just going to sell off the parts?
They're just mainly going to part it out. Sadly, the bad part about these old VR 101s is they cannot be put up anywhere in the United States ever again.
Why is that?
Yeah,
just due to their grandfather code, the way the grip is actually mounted onto the haul rope. Say if it they're called box grips. If a box grip derails or the rope derails off the tower and it still runs, that box grip will get hung up and throw the entire cabin straight off the haul rope.
Oh,
it cannot pass. It cannot pass a derailed tower.
Interesting. Okay.
But they have the emergency shutdown procedure.
Yeah, they have the emergency shutdown procedures. Yes, they definitely do. SeaWorld had a little incident many years ago.
Right. But I mean, that thing will stop in less than like 0.2 of a second.
It stops, but all that momentum.
Oh, the inertia?
Yeah, all the momentum of all the gondolas. Say if you have,
that's got to be.
It mainly goes in a straight line, but say you have 3 or 4 gondolas on each side that are heading downwards. All that momentum's pulling, and it takes about 9 feet to stop the entire ride.
So 3 meters.
Yeah.
Oh man,
that makes sense. Huh?
Wow.
Okay. Well, that sucks.
Yeah. So once these rides are pulled out, they're essentially gone. It's sad. That's why there's only 9 of them left in the United States.
So, Mr. Von Roll, can it be modified to meet the new CFR?
Nope.
Oh no.
That's why they're grandfathered into code. ANSI B77-1. They cannot be modified in any way.
Wow. Man, I hate code.
It is.
Yeah.
I hate code.
Yeah, so that's why we have the Disney Skyliner. That's a Doppelmayr.
Essentially,
yeah, essentially, because back in 1996, Doppelmayr bought the Von Roll tramway portion of Von Roll, and so they use pretty much all the Von Roll technology for their products.
Right, you can see the legacy of the Von Roll and the Doppelmayr systems. We have a Doppelmayr system just down the road here in Stowe. And
Stowe, Vermont.
You can definitely see the Von Roll influence in the design of the gondolas, in design of the hangars, in design of your runners, in design of your ropeway. Everything is based off literally the granddaddy of all the VR101 system.
Yep. They're the grandfathers of all ropeways. They were the very first ever, period. That's why Disneyland was such a monumental ride. They were the first. They were the first detachable ropeway in the United States. No ski resort had them. No other amusement park had them. No nothing. And about 2 years later, Pacific Ocean Park, boom. That was one of their other ones that popped up and just blew up from there. At one time, there were 40 of these things in the United States, and now, like I say, we only have 9.
Wow. 9, and like 2 are here in California. Yeah?
3.
3?
Yeah, we got 3 in California. We have Great America, San Diego Zoo, and SeaWorld San Diego.
Oh, that's right. There's 2 in San Diego. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a rarity.
What's the one at the boardwalk in Santa Cruz?
Santa Cruz, that is just a regular chairlift. That was built by what is it? I believe that one it's a company called Go Forth Brothers.
Okay.
So I'm somewhat familiar with that one. It's not my cup of tea, but it's built. It's pretty well built. I could say that.
Okay.
Well, I know Go Brothers uses what they call Parma proprietary technologies in it due to a co-share agreement. I mean, like I'm kind of a cableway geek, Mr. Von Roll. So
nice.
Like, I love them, and like so I know that Parma and Doppelmayr are your 2 big boys at like ski resorts and winter sports locations throughout the planet.
Yeah, there's Leitner Poma and there's Garavanta Doppelmayr.
Right. And so, but I do know that the Doppelmayr, literally, their legacy comes from the Von Roll company.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's where they bought.
This is kind of funny. The name of Garavanta, that's also from Goldau, Switzerland. When they first started Garavanta, they actually used all Von Roll equipment.
Right.
Interesting.
Yeah, they got a huge legacy.
Yeah.
So what's the one at Sugar Bowl that takes you from the parking lot all the way to the resort?
Sugar Bowl. Oh yeah. That is an actual Von Roll VR102. That's a second generation of detachables from Von Roll.
102. Okay.
Yeah, those are extremely rare. I think there's only like 3 of those in the world.
Seriously?
Wow. Yeah, we have one in California.
Yeah. So can those be built now or no?
Those, say if that one was pulled out, no one really wants them because, well, parts are getting extremely rare on those. That's the thing. As soon as, say, like a generation of ropeway is gone, it's like no one's going to make any parts for them. Luckily, Doppelmayr has their hands tied with these VR101s. So yeah, they're stuck in a hard spot.
They're married.
Oh yeah, they're definitely married. But once you get down, say if we only had say like 2 or even just 1 of the VR101s left, Doppelmayr say, okay, we're not going to make parts anymore.
Yeah, and then you're pretty much you're done at that point.
Yeah, you're doomed. But the fun part about this is in the Czech Republic, there's still a 1952 Von Roll side chair. It's the oldest detachable monocable ropeway in the world, and it's a Von Roll.
And still running.
Still running in all original condition.
Wow.
Jeez.
You have no automatic dispatcher, no shiv liners where you have rubber on the shivs. There's no rubber, it's steel to steel. It's a rough ride. Let's see, what else? It's wow. It's like, oh my, this is like prehistoric. It's pretty cool. And that's the last one in the world.
Wow, that's nuts, man.
It
Have
is
you
nuts.
have you been out there? You ever planned on going out there?
I would love to go out there, but
I know how it is
yeah,
over there, so that's the
yeah,
other
I'd
part.
definitely love to go out there.
So,
So,
how many of them have you visited? Like, how many have you been to?
oh
Different
shoot,
different Von Rolls that are still rolling around.
let's see, San Diego Zoo, SeaWorld, of course. That's actually my favorite one. I love SeaWorld. Um, let's see, Palm Springs Aerial Tramway, even though it's a tram, love that one. That's a monster. Let's see, been to the Puyallup Fairgrounds, rode that one. That one's really cool. That's all original. So I've been on a few of them. Great America, been up there.
Yeah.
That's a very nice ride. So
Yeah.
I'd say maybe like 5, 6 of them.
Not bad, not bad.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Von Roll, did Von Roll Company build the Sandia Peak ropeway system like they did for Mount San? Well, not San Gorgonio, but Jacinto.
Oh, San Jacinto, that is a 1963 Von Roll jigback tram, the Palm
Right.
Springs Aerial Tramway.
Right. Did Von Roll Company also build the one for Sandia Peak in Albuquerque, New Mexico?
Sandia, okay, yeah. Sandia Peak is actually built by Bell using Von Roll parts.
But the Von Roll system just under the Bell name.
Right.
Oh, wow, cool. Because
Bell
I've been
was
on that one. That one's tight.
Yeah, that one's really cool. That one is a, I call it kind of a hybrid because they use both Bell and Von Roll parts. But that one's actually still going and going strong.
You know, Robbie, if you ever want to make a book or something to document all this stuff, I will definitely help you get one written up.
Oh, that'd be good. I have so much documentation on the Skyway. I told my son, I said, son, if anything ever happens to me, don't be selling this. Keep it.
No, that's what I'm talking about. Is you've got all this tribal knowledge going on.
Yeah.
And I would love to help you document. I'm a writer anyway, so I would love to help you document this stuff, dude.
Hey, I'm game.
There you go. There you go. Deal. Just because, I don't want anything to happen to you either at all. But you're just dropping knowledge that, like, dude, no one knows what you're talking about except for you, and a lot of people are interested in this stuff.
Yeah.
People in the ropeway industry that want to know history on Von Roll, hey, call up Robbie. He'll tell you everything. Here's a nice little thought for you guys. How many of you guys been to the San Diego Zoo?
I have. A long time ago.
No, I haven't. I'm planning on going there because, like I said, my dad lives in Oceanside and he's got a season pass. And every time I'm down there, I'm asking if we can go. But
nice.
So I have not.
The San Diego Zoo uses parts off the Disneyland Skyway that are still ran to this day.
Right, I knew that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's like you got to know right where to look, and I look up at it every time I'm there. I'm still going.
Yeah. You know, and honestly, I think that, again, I'm just talking about. It just speaks to like the craftsmanship and the pride in doing the job well. And I mean, something can last like that. I mean, we don't have that anymore. And this is so in my trade, when I'm teaching you guys, this is what I try to teach them: the thought process of building something that's going to outlive you. Building something that you're going to be dead and gone, and hopefully somebody will still be there enjoying it. You know, and I residential. I mean, I help build houses for people. So it's like definitely one of the things. But this is so like, I don't know. With this whole with the Skyway and everything, it just can go to so many more millions of people, and like I was saying earlier, it just means so much to so many people, and it's just amazing. I appreciate the hell out of it just because I can recognize the high precision and attention to detail and quality that is just there, and it will never go away.
Like a good how do you say it? A good instance of how well these old Von Roll rides are built. Take for instance SeaWorld San Diego. It sits on salt water.
Yeah.
It sits literally on salt water. The towers are in salt water, and every 3 years they do pull tests and everything like that, metallurgy tests. Last one was last year, and tested out everything and said there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, I don't think people understand how corrosive salt water can be.
Sure. Oh yeah,
corrosive.
I don't know how they got around with that, but Von Roll did some kind of miracle, and it's crazy. All the ropeways that are now built, they got a 30-year lifespan. That's about it. So the Disney Skyliner in 30 years, who knows? It might not even be there. Just it's got a lifespan. And in the ropeway industry, these old Von Roll rides, they're saying they don't have a lifespan. They're just ongoing. Cedar Point, 1962 Von Roll. They just put the old Von Roll emblems on all the doors on all the cabins. It's really cool.
Yes,
very cool.
It is so cool. So, but again, they take pride in that ride. For how old it is, it's amazing that it's still holding up. I mean, it's sitting right there on the lake.
It's so cool.
Yeah. So, Lewis, what is your earliest or best memory of the Skyway system?
Oh yeah, so I was 11 years old and I made my first trip to Walt Disney World, and I'd been on the Disneyland Skyway, 150 times by this point. It's something about that right turn.
Oh yeah.
When you're going from Fantasyland to Tomorrowland on the Walt Disney, on the MK version, you make the right turn right over the Tomorrowland Speedway. And it was the coolest thing ever to make a right turn in a VR 101.
That was actually
a left turn back to Fantasyland.
Yeah, that was actually the very first VR 101 that ever made a turn.
It's the coolest thing ever about a VR 101 ropeway is that installation at the Magic Kingdom.
And the identical one to it, its sister, runs at Busch Gardens.
Right.
And another cool one, another cool Von Roll VR 101 is Busch Gardens Williamsburg in Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
That actually runs in a triangle, one single haul rope. And I was like, wow, how did they do that?
How did they do it? I'm trying to think about that. Like, if it's a triangle, how do you?
Yeah, it's in a triangle. It's like, wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, all of us like West Coasters, we're just used to going from point A to B. We're not used to any kind of turns.
Yeah,
I know. You said right turn, and I went, what?
Yeah, and that there was no technology back then, no computer assistant. It was all drawn on paper. How to do this? Boom. We're going to do it right here.
Yeah. Bob Gurr has explained the trigonometry behind making the turn.
Oh yeah.
Like that Bob Gurr does the Bob Gurr show, right?
Oh yeah. I've talked to Bob plenty of times. I've had lunch with him, and yeah.
And Bob Gurr has actually explained on the show the trigonometry behind making the right turn.
Yep.
How you do it, turn it from mathematics into real world reality. It's the coolest thing ever.
Yeah, it's a trip. And I was mentioning to him when I was talking to him one time, I said, so what do you think about that turn? He said, honestly, I thought Von Roll would be a disaster on it. Instead, they showed everybody wrong.
Very
nice.
They know what they were doing.
So, Robbie, does Von Roll play a part of any sort of Disneyland Forward stuff coming up?
Doppelmayr has plans. I can't really say anything much more about it, but they have plans.
Okay. I like
at one time, Disneyland and Doppelmayr got together inside the park itself to return the Skyway.
Yes.
But here's a big but: it would not go your normal route.
Yeah,
like through the Matterhorn.
No, who cares?
It would be going in a triangle.
Even better.
Your triangle point would be from the old Tomorrowland station all the way over to It's a Small World area to the Fantasyland station, then back through the Matterhorn.
Sweet.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
So
that was years and years ago that they did that little planning, and nothing ever came through.
Oh man!
You could do a bird's eye of Storybook Land.
Yep.
The canal boats. You could do bird's eye at this point. Wow.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. Think about that, because I always tell my story about, one of the best things was Skyway coming into Fantasyland.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
From Starland at night, dude.
At night.
How great was that coming down? Imagine
Yeah.
doing a full flyover. Oh my lord.
Yeah, it would have been cool, but
Oh man.
that was the plans to try to bring it back, and nothing ever went through.
Dude. Well,
Doppelmayr now could literally go from, let's say the Tomorrowland station now could go all the way to past Disneyland Way to well into the hotel complex. That's how much power a Doppelmayr has. Because, like I said, we have Doppelmayrs here that go from 253 feet above sea level to 4473 summit of Mount Mansfield.
Oh, yeah.
That's in feet, or 783 meters.
I see a little message on there. Bob Gurr, manager, has a miniature Skyway in his house. Yep, built that one too. Would you guys like to see another one of my gems that I have from the Skyway?
oh
yes,
no, please, no.
This is actually in my home.
Okay.
See that or not? There it
I
is.
can see it. I just don't know what I'm looking at.
You're looking at one of the shivs or wheels off of Toad Tower in Fantasyland.
Oh, really? For Toad Tower?
That's the shiv. That's one of the wheels that carries the haul rope.
Oh, jeez.
No one else got that.
Wow.
So,
And of course,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The
got the sign right
Yeah,
here.
the banner.
Guess where that's from, guys?
Chalet.
the
Yep.
chalet.
Yeah.
It's LA.
Yep.
And then I got something from Bob Gurr. He signed while they were redoing one of the gondolas. Did you see that?
Oh, it's backwards, but yeah, gotcha.
Yeah, I got
That's
that.
so cool.
Oh, shoot. What else? Oh, my pride and joy. Let's see if I can. This is actually the actual nameplate from the Fantasyland Skyway station. Let's see if I can pan that.
Yes.
Oh, it says burn on it. Yeah.
I've
Yep.
seen that. I remember seeing that so many times when I was a kid.
Yep, that's
That
the
is
real
so
deal.
cool.
That's the only one that was left, so they gave it to me.
Wow. That's so cool.
Wow. Man.
There's some more pieces up there. I got so much stuff of Skyway, and people got their gondolas. I understand that. That's really awesome. I have more stuff that was actually mechanical.
The technical side of it.
Oh yeah.
Exactly.
Wow.
Log books, history books, you name it of Skyway, I probably got it.
I think it's like you need to catalog everything and have that, like, man,
Dude,
you're blown away by this.
I am 100% serious, Robbie. I will help you get a book out. Working on
That'd
this.
be cool.
Okay.
You got to make that happen, because that's one of the things. Like I mean, I would geek out over that, reading all that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Let's see if you guys can recognize this. What I'm building in the backyard also. This is in, how do you say it? In my planning stages. See if you recognize those cars.
oh, that's a
A wedway. You're gonna make a wedway.
I'm thinking about making a people mover that will actually run in the backyard. So we got the little booths and all that stuff, little cars.
And that's a first generation Disneyland Resort
cool.
Yep.
wedway, not the second
Right.
generation Magic Kingdom.
Right, that's all people mover.
Yeah, that's the 1967 version, right?
Yep.
Right.
So we're working on that. We're working on a bunch of little projects around here, but it's all time consuming, money, of
Yeah.
course.
For sure.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
Would
man.
we-
Only people
What we-
over in the state of California.
yeah. Being in the state of California, it is not cheap.
No.
Wow.
Yep. I know that feeling. We're here.
Yeah, we're
Oh
here.
yeah. So-
Oh, wow.
Let's see, what else can I dig up? Oh, I
I love it. It's like
dig up everything.
for history. I love it.
Oh yeah, plenty of history here. So, oh, there it is. Don't mean to jar you guys around.
Oh no,
That's fine.
No, you're fine.
this is awesome.
Okay, let's see. What's in this book?
It's a logbook, isn't it?
It's one of many.
Or is it an operations manual?
Aha, bingo.
No.
So it's the technical manual for the ropeway.
Yep, there's everything right here.
Is it written in English or in German?
Oh, it's all in English. This is
Okay,
the Disneyland Standard Operating Procedure book.
Ah. Oh, so it's the DLR SOP.
Yep,
Oh, okay, cool.
it's the original.
You know, it's written just like a US DoD SOP.
Yeah, everything's
It's
here.
identical. The format's identical. That's crazy.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
everything. Yeah, got that. One of our gems.
Absolutely.
Bob Gurr signed this. I don't know if you guys can see this or not. That's a fiberglass body picture of the first gondolas ever made for the 4 passengers. So I showed Bob these. I got a bunch of pictures of these, and he said, "Robbie, you're not supposed to." Oh yeah, you can have those. So it's kind of comical.
That's too funny.
Yep. And let's see.
My boys be clowning me tonight, Mark.
Oh,
My
yeah,
boys
they are.
be clowning me.
They're clowning you. What don't you know, Lewis? Oh,
First gens.
Yep.
Beautiful.
From Von Roll itself.
Right. Oh, that's a Von Roll promotional?
Yeah. Von Roll
Awesome.
promotional.
That's so cool.
what year again did they switch out the bucket style?
That was in June of 1965.
Okay.
So here's the ones that from the 1964 World's Fair.
Right.
Yeah, I got those. Let's see what else.
You see how tiny those things are, Mark? You see
Oh,
how
yeah.
shallow bottom the shell of the
Oh,
gondola is.
can you show me that again, Robbie? I didn't quite pick that up.
Oh, which ones?
The one
The-
from the fair.
Oh, yeah.
It's a different body style, huh?
Yeah.
It's a generation 1.5.
Yeah, these are the Gangaloff cabins.
Right.
Okay, yeah.
But you see how shallow bottom it is compared to a Gen 2, like what we're wearing
Yeah.
right now?
Yep. I totally see it.
Oh yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Where the
I'm looking
where the
over
height
at mine there.
where the height on the gondola is maybe only 2 meters, whereas the height on the Generation 2s are at like 2.5, 2.6 meters in height.
Right.
From the bottom of the gondola to the top of the roof of the
Yep.
gondola.
Let's see.
And yeah, Steve, I do know it, okay? So there you go.
There we go.
So cool. So flippin' cool.
That one is the 64 World's Fair, and
65,
I got
yep.
the brochures on it and everything.
Right. Incredible.
Wow.
Because Bill Cotter has Super 8 videos of the Skyway, the Von Roll Skyway at Flushing Meadows.
Oh, nice.
So, I mean, I don't know if you know who Bill Cotter is or not, but he's like the premier World's Fair 64, 65 historian.
Oh, yeah. I've
in the
talked to
world.
him a couple times, and
Right, he's
he
probably
wanted
called
some-
you up.
Yep, he wanted to call. He called me up, gave him some information. I never knew that.
Right. Really cool dude.
Yep.
Because he gets into like literally like deep dives, just like Huey loves. He gets into
Oh, yeah.
deep dive of things. Especially the whole Robert Moses angle. It's incredible.
And then let's see. There you go.
Standard operating and maintenance manual. Outstanding.
Yep.
So that gives you the technical specifications behind every sort of lubricant used on the Von Roll ropeway, right?
Everything.
So can I ask you some stupid technical questions real quick, Mr. Von Roll?
Go ahead.
Outstanding. So does the Von Roll 101 ropeway use 90 gear weight or 90 weight gear oil?
Heavier.
What weight does it use, if you don't mind me asking?
In between 105 to 120. It's like
You know what?
molasses.
that's like marine gear oil.
Right. That's what
Like
Von Roll's.
for major diesel marine engine power plants and
Yep,
transmissions.
that's what Von Roll specified.
Is the 105 weight.
Yep.
Okay. Next question. What grade is the grease used on the cableway, please?
On the cable?
Yes. What kind of grease is? We laugh if you must. I need to know this stuff.
No, I'm
happy tonight.
I'm laughing
Super
at the
riveting
point
questions.
at the-
Okay, let's see. On the haul rope, it's actually not grease, it's a fine oil.
Okay.
It's a fine oil similar to linseed oil, and it has to drip in. It drips on the haul rope when it's running, and what that does, it lubricates the core. Without that core in there, you won't have any, let's see, the rope won't bend properly, I should say.
So it doesn't flex.
Right.
So it
becomes so rigid.
Yeah, it has
And
to
when that happens,
flex.
it will snap.
Right. So every once a year on all the VR 101 ropeways, every ropeway, they have to lubricate the haul rope.
And so that just gets into all the binding or the
Every
Yep.
strand. Every
little
strand
nook
gets
and cranny.
Okay, that
in
makes
that
sense
oil.
to me. That makes sense to me.
and that's all weather too, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
So I mean, in theory, like with the cableways that are in Europe, it can run during a snowstorm.
Oh yeah, easily. I mean, mine in my backyard can do the same thing.
Wow.
We've had a snowstorm up here a couple years ago, and I'm all, I'm going to run this. I'm going to run my Skyway in the snow and see what happens. Run just fine.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. So also I have description of the Von Roll monocable skyride gripping and uncoupling mechanisms, all right here also.
Does that come with mechanical drawings, Mr. Van Roll?
Yep. Everything.
See, I'm getting closer and closer to the screen. Peering right at. Oh wow.
Wow.
Mr. Von Roll, are these
Yes, sir.
are these measurements in metric or in American Standard?
Metric.
Speak your language.
There you go.
Take that, Steve. Take that.
Oh man, too funny.
I knew it.
Oh,
I
of course
knew
it's
it.
gonna be metric. Yeah.
There you go. Here's one of the critical parts. Okay, this is the part that's actually from Disneyland. It's called this pressure beam or pressure bar. There's all the mechanical drawings for it.
Oh man, dude, I could sit there for hours looking through all those. Lewis, we gotta go, dude.
Yeah, we do.
We gotta go. We'll just sit there going over all those manuals all day long.
This would be like going to like Mecca or like to Lourdes. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, this one's like really huge. Here you go. There's all your dispatcher, how that works.
So on the dispatch system, is it on a block system or is it on individual?
It's on individual. What it is, it's a dispatcher inside the station itself connected up to a timer, and the timer releases the cabin. Say, like the maximum at Disneyland was it 9 seconds. So every 9 seconds, that dispatcher held a car, boom, held a car, boom, all day, all night long.
Wow.
They're not like they are nowadays where they're actually timed out by tires that are gripping onto the top of the grip inside the station.
How would they? I'm trying to figure out how they would do that and why they would change that.
I don't know.
That's what they do. They want it more automated. So that's what happened, unfortunately. Just sign of the times, I guess you can call it.
Well, that and the pneumatic tires you're referring to are going to cause less wear over time.
That's right.
At least that's what the theory behind it is, that it's reducing metal contact. Hence, your friction points are eliminated because the material of the tires is taking most of the friction point.
Right. I actually also have something from Six Flags years ago. No one else has got. They had an accident on one of their rides, a fatal accident.
Oh no!
Six Flags over Mid-America. What happened is, in like short terms, Six Flags didn't want to pay Von Roll to do the service work on the towers, so they did it themselves.
Uh-oh.
And what they did, they modified a part supposed to be brass. Instead, it was a plastic bushing, which they added. It jammed up the tower, and it literally collapsed the entire ride.
Wow.
Oh, geez.
Was this a multi-fatality accident or was it a single fatality accident?
I believe it was 2 people that passed.
Oh
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
For the want of a bushing.
Yep, one single bushing.
You can't do that, man. Oh,
Nope.
Why are they playing games?
Yeah. Yeah, usually if you have a bushing there that's anything outside of plastic, it's for a reason.
Oh yeah.
No doubt. No doubt.
It's for a reason. Here, let me save a couple bucks. Oh my Lord.
Yep. Still, you ended up killing 2 people.
Yeah.
Then the ride got removed, and that was people got scared of the old Von Roll Sky Ride, so they started pulling them out of all these parks.
Yeah, that.
Wow.
Yeah, wow, that's very unfortunate.
That's so sad on so many levels, man.
Oh yeah.
It's the same thing with Allweg. When Allweg was running the maintenance system for the monorail,
Yeah.
right, at both parks, things were running like with Germanic efficiency. It's the only way I can label it. So you remember at the end of Eisner's era, and they brought that guy in that started wanting to save all that money, so they started deferring all that maintenance. You remember that? And you remember what happened at Walt Disney World when that monorail collided with the other one because it failed the block system check? And
I remember.
It literally ended the life of the monorail operator.
Yep.
That's because of this deferred maintenance stuff, man. Had Allweg been in charge, that wouldn't have happened. If Von Roll had been in charge, that wouldn't have happened. This is like you can't compromise safety.
No.
Safety doesn't have a price point.
Right.
Nope.
Holy smoke.
Sure don't.
No, and see that's the thing is this is why it's important to not forget things like this, because it makes a difference, man. It makes a difference in today's. People can get lost in the going off on the minutia of it, but
that's great.
Something. It means something though, but it means something. That's how that translates over for the common person. Like, well, if you do this and you do this right, that means it's safer and it's more fun. It's going to last longer. That's why the pneumatic tire. I'm like, we're just literally talking about, steel to steel. If it's done properly with the right steel, who cares? Who cares?
Exactly.
Because it's done properly. It's a statement on how, I'm not going to go off on Disney, but it's a statement on how that kind of stuff, the PMs and the general maintenance is so incredibly important, especially on attractions like on all of that.
Oh yeah. Like for instance, like what I do with my models and everything like that, I build these things so tough that I don't even have a lifespan on them. I do my yearly maintenance on every single one. Some of my really cool ones, like at a brewery, do yearly maintenance, and there's never really anything wrong with them. And
that brings beer. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
Yeah, so like there's other manufacturers of what I do and everything like that, but they make everything out of plastic. Mm-hmm. Now, who wants a plastic Skyway?
Not this guy.
No. Everything we use is stainless steel, 316 stainless. We have titanium spindles. We don't joke around. All the superstructure is out of 6061 T6 aluminum, aircraft aluminum, all machined. We use quality stuff, and we don't believe in plastic.
See, a lot of people when they don't recognize, they see something and they see why is it so expensive. like titanium, or when you're running aircraft grade aluminum, all these kind of things, and higher, higher grade of steel.
Yeah.
This is why. This is why right here. And so you pay a little bit more, because if not, you're probably going to wind up paying a lot more later. What was Mark, like we were talking about earlier about a bike?
Yeah.
It's like you pay now or pay more later. Like you decide what you want to do. But yeah,
right.
It breaks down here. Usually,
here's another one of the gems I got from the Skyway.
Oh wow, that's right off a gondola.
Yep, right out of it.
Oh, is that one of
Mr.
ahead.
Von Roll, is that also in English and Spanish?
Nope. All English.
Just English. Okay.
Yeah.
I love that stuff, man. All right, when are we going?
I know, right? Plus, he's got a beer on tap, I think, right, Robbie?
Oh yeah, we always have beer on tap.
It's a further trip for Lewis, but hey, we're not too far, Mark.
No, we're not.
We always have Irish Red on tap.
I'll drink it.
Okay, I haven't had that, but I'll try that.
Oh, yeah, that's really
good, especially right now. It's going to be a good one coming in.
Oh yeah.
Mr. Von Roll, here's another silly question for you.
Sillier the better.
Has the Swiss Consular General from Los Angeles been out to your location yet to like tour your facility?
Nope, not at all.
Why not?
I've actually never thought of reaching out to him.
Oh yeah,
I've
this
thought
would be
about
huge
it
for Swiss tourism.
Yeah, I've thought about it. But you know, there comes a point where you don't want too much publicity. You know what I mean?
Okay, fair.
Sure.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, publicity is great for what I do and everything like that, but it gets to the point where sometimes it gets a little bit overwhelming.
Understood.
And I've had that before. Been to Disneyland a few times, and people know who I was, and well, they all, hey, can we have your autograph? I'm like, dude, all I do is I'm part of the family that made the Sky. Well, you're so cool. I'm all, okay.
Sure.
Okay, so that means I can't get your autograph when I see you?
Oh, you can. I don't care.
Okay.
But Robbie, I really want one of those shirts. I've been asking you for like a year to have to
Oh, these?
Yes.
I got to start making some because I've been asked, I don't know how many times today only, can you make a shirt? Can you make me a shirt? It's like, okay, I might have to do that. So when I get around to it, I'll definitely make you one.
Thank you so much.
Oh yeah, no. I remember last time we talked to you on the show, we brought that up before. Like, hey.
Yeah, I want one of those shirts, man.
Oh no, I love the logo. I love the logo itself. But when you know, it's like one of those ones. If you know, you know. You see the logo, it's like, you know, you might as well say if you know, you know. You know.
Yeah, it even says Von Roll on the back. Says Von Roll Sky Rides, or we can alter it to Von Roll Skyway Systems, Von Roll Ropeways. I mean, I even have the hat.
Oh, see, I'm the hat guy. So
yep, me too.
That's cool.
Yeah, I just
got to preserve our bald heads.
Yeah.
Yes,
Word.
absolutely.
It's like, yep.
But yeah, no, but definitely, man. Oh,
yep.
Wow. Yeah, but I can understand. You're what, 7 podcasts, and hey, that's a lot this weekend for you. I get that.
Oh yeah.
busy.
Well, I'll just say again, thanks for giving us time, man.
Absolutely,
Yes,
Robbie.
thank you, Mr. Von Roll. It has
Hey,
been an
you're
honor,
welcome
sir.
anytime, you guys. Like I said, if you guys are ever up here, you're more than welcome. I'll always have cold beer on tap, and shoot, maybe I'll throw some steaks on the Barbie.
I am down, so down for that. How far from Oceanside is that? Like about 45
Let's
minutes?
see, Oceanside is about I'd say about an hour drive away from me.
Okay, easy peasy.
Oh yeah.
Right up 15.
Yeah, right up to 15.
Okay. So Lewis, do you have any other questions for Robbie at all or anything?
It's been an honor, Mr. Von Roll. Thank you so
Hey,
much for
no
entertaining my
problem. I
questions.
appreciate it.
And like I said, I'm a huge fan of your family's products. Like,
Hey,
oh yeah,
much appreciated, man. Definitely. Yeah, if you're ever out here, like I said, just more than welcome. Stop on by, and I even meet people at the San Diego Zoo or at SeaWorld, and take a few rides, and give them a little bit of history on it.
Oh, wow.
So, Robbie, where can people find out more information about you and buy some of your products?
You can go on Facebook under Von Roll Model Ropeways. We sell just the gondolas, even the round ones, square ones, of course. We do also entire rides, custom, anywhere from 20 feet long to about 500 feet.
Oh,
Do you do installation anywhere in the world, Mr. Von Roll?
Mainly, it's all Southern California. I can give how to set them up. You will need concrete foundations. For one, know your geometry a little bit, or just give me like a rough estimate on how long you want your ride.
Right. Okay. So you can literally go out to about 200 meters.
Oh, easily.
With your drive system.
Yep.
Okay.
Would you want to see inside the drive system? Give me a second. I'll show you this.
of course.
Sure.
Of course.
Yeah.
By all means.
Okay. See if I can pull this up.
Is it internal combustion?
No.
Electric then.
Oh, come on,
All
Lewis.
let's see. Trying to figure out how you guys can see this. Because I got to pick the roof off. The roof's a little heavy. Here, I got an idea. I'll set you guys down for 1 minute.
Okay.
Okay.
So, here we go.
See, like
The chalet lid come off.
yeah. Where else are you going to get this sort of in-depth knowledge?
You're not.
You're not. Oh, look at that guy.
There we go. I hope you guys can see
Chain
that.
drive.
Chain.
Yep.
It is a chain.
Chain drive into it's a little small gear motor. Actually, not that small. It's about a little less than a quarter horse.
Are you using a reduction set on that, Mr. Von Roll?
No, it's actually it's a gear motor I get from a company. I can't really say the name or anything like that because these things they're very expensive. I can say that.
Okay.
Just the motor alone for my ropeways, they're about $1,100.
Wow.
And you have motors on both ends, right?
Nope, just one.
Oh.
Is that how it was at Disneyland? One had the motor?
One motor. That's in the Fantasyland station, and the Tomorrowland station is a tension station.
Okay, with the big 30 ton or whatever it is back there, 18 ton. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But this little gear motor runs at 10 RPM. It's got thermal protection. Let's see, it's thermally protected, overly torque protected, under torque protected. It's got all these protection systems inside of it. That's what also makes it so expensive.
Wow.
Wow, it's right.
So it runs on a what, a 24 VDC, or does it run on AC/DC current?
It is 90 volt.
90 volts. Okay.
Yeah, 90 volt DC.
90 volt.
So it is a direct current system. Excellent.
Yeah, so you go into a 90 volt variable speed drive, and then you have your 90 volt DC motor. Is there a go-full version right through? No, there isn't. Sorry about that. I've been thinking about that.
That'd be fun. Just set one in one of your cabins and.
Yeah, you know what? I've had that asked maybe about 10 times today alone. What is up with everybody asking me all these questions? That's cool.
I don't know. I just thought it'd be awesome to talk to you because we haven't touched base for a little bit. And
oh yeah, I love it. And also we have e-stops.
Right.
Boom.
I love it.
Do you have the e-stops throughout the course, Mr. Von Roll?
I'm sorry?
You have the e-stops throughout the course.
Yep. There is 4 e-stops on this entire ride.
Yes, sir. Incredible.
Oh yeah. We mean business when it comes to making these things.
So if one was to order a cableway system from you guys, we would get the e-stops with the kit.
Yep.
Ah, very good.
See, Lewis, are you playing out your backyard, Lewis?
Something like that, Huey. Something like that.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Are you
No,
gonna
you
have?
actually, if anybody ends up buying one of these, you actually get one of those too.
Excellent.
Very
Yeah,
cool.
you'll get your own Von Roll plaque.
There you go.
Well, yeah,
Okay.
they're fun to build. A little challenging at times. Like the one inside the brewery, that one goes through a wall. It carries food and beer, and it's got to run literally 24/7.
Mm.
So that one is.
I remember looking at the video of it. That looks really cool.
Yeah, it's built very well, very well.
So it's like an oversized version of your standard model cableway.
Exactly. That one, like this one right here, it's got a 13.5-pound counterweight. That one inside the brewery is 27.5 pounds.
Oh, so it's double size. Yeah.
Oh, it's just beef. You can, like for instance, the haul rope that I use, I import the haul rope from Switzerland, from a company that actually makes the haul rope for all the old Von Roll rides, called
Very, yeah,
Good stuff.
yeah.
Yes, I have one that carries food. It's in. I'll tell you everything about that one. Oceanside, California.
Kilowatt.
It is at Kilowatt Brewery.
Yeah.
And the speakeasy in the back.
Do you know what the load limit on a gondola for the kilowatt people are, Mr. Von Roll?
Let's see. I loaded that up with 5 pounds of weight and no problem whatsoever.
Right. So just over 2.5 kilos
Right.
of cargo. Awesome.
Yep. Like this one right here, each one of these cabins can hold about half a pound each. And right now I'm running 32. I can put 40 on here. And at 40, it's really cool. It starts hopping just like the old Disneyland Skyway. They call it the Von Roll hop.
The Von Roll hop.
Yep. Another place you can get the Von Roll hop, go to the San Diego Zoo when they are jammed packed. It hops up and down about 25 feet.
No, thank you.
Oh, it gallops. It's fun. It's like you're riding next to somebody and you come up to the other person, you're going above their grip level, then just dropping down. You're just, yeah.
It's happened to me. I've had the hop happen at Disneyland.
Yeah, Disneyland was notorious for that one. Going through.
Hop. Yep.
Von Roll hop. And all Von Roll, some Von Rolls hop, but the most intense one was, I think, still is at the San Diego Zoo, hopping some 25 feet.
That'd be fun.
That's 8.5 meters, everybody.
Yep. And then you're over 190 feet above the ground at that point too, where it hops.
No. Absolutely.
Oh, it's a thrill.
No problem. No problem, Mark. Let's do it.
I'm all about that. No, I'm all about that.
Let's do it.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
We'd be hopping like them kangaroos downstairs.
Yeah, there you go. Also, we're going to be having the pandas down there in San Diego Zoo, so that's going to be old Von Roll is going to be packed.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I can't wait. I love riding that thing when it's packed, and like the San Diego Zoo. Also, I could say a lot about the San Diego Zoo because it's just extraordinary. Every single year, they carry about 7.7 million passengers on that ride.
Yes.
Wow.
Holy cow.
Yeah, the busiest aerial tramway in all of California.
Yes. Arguably in North America. Arguably.
Yeah, literally with no accidents whatsoever. The oldest aerial tramway with that many passengers. It's just wow.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
It's crazy.
Incredible.
Excellent. Okay.
Yeah. And let's see, SeaWorld San Diego, that one was in the Guinness Book of World Records in 1967 for the longest span between the towers.
Which is
That
how long?
is 925 feet between towers.
925. Okay. Wow.
So that's roughly 278 meters.
Yep. That was never thought of in the ropeway industry. It's like, how can anybody make that? Oh, Von Roll will do it.
Oh, yeah,
So
absolutely.
what they did, their haul rope is bigger. Like the Disneyland haul rope was 25 millimeter. The one at SeaWorld San Diego is 31.5 millimeter.
Dang.
It's a big monster haul rope, and the counterweight over there at SeaWorld is 55,000 pounds.
Whoa.
It's a monster.
Wow.
And it also goes faster too. That one goes almost 9 miles an hour.
So it's much longer than the one at Disneyland was.
It's about the same length, but with only 2 towers.
Is there a design reason for that, or just?
They only wanted 2 towers going over the bay, and that's it.
Okay.
And each tower is about 85 feet.
Nice.
Crazy. Oh my Lord.
Oh yeah. I can go on and on about this, but unfortunately, it looks like my phone's almost ready to die, you guys. I'm sorry.
Okay, well, no, this is a great way to end it because it's an hour and 15 minutes, and I don't want to take up your time. And you've got some beer to drink, anyways.
Yeah.
That's a good reason, I guess.
that's always a good reason. So, Robbie, again, from me, I just want to say thank you so much for taking time out of your Sunday evening to talk to us and the listeners. You are a very cool guy, and I'll be in touch about doing some book stuff with you if you want, and maybe getting a shirt.
Yeah, definitely. I'll send out some shirts to you guys whenever I decide to get them made. The more people that want shirts, yeah, I'm going to definitely make them. Again, anybody wants gondolas or entire Skyway systems, go to on Facebook Von Roll Model Ropeways.
Okay, you got it. Yep, and we will plug that for you for sure.
Well, I appreciate it, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Von Roll.
All right, man.
It's an honor. It's a pleasure to do this little podcast with you guys. We'll have to do it again very soon, you guys.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Sweet.
Okay, dude.
Hey, we'll catch you guys later.
Okay.
All right, bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
All right, so we're going to wrap up the LTP Lounge, episode number 6. Thank you so much for spending time with us this afternoon or whenever you're going to watch it. How was that for you, Lewis?
Religious.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that guy's a class act.
It's literally like I just spent time with the Pope.
Well, no, I mean, and that's why it's like once we knew we were going to have him on, I was like, well, you better get loose. I think he's going to appreciate it.
I mean, honestly, the Skyway is up there with my favorite attractions other than America Sings. Like, it's like definitely America Sings, and then it's the Skyway. Like, two all-time favorites.
Yep.
Sadly, both are defunct.
Yeah.
But whatever.
Hey, Mark, can you bring back those chats real quick?
Sure. So Expedition Steve said, thanks, Robbie. And I know he probably heard that anyways.
Yep.
Psycho Panther said, thank you, sir. Great info and stories.
Okay.
For sure. And then Steve said, thanks, guys, for having him on. It's our pleasure. It's our pleasure, Steve.
Yeah.
And then Psycho Panther's he's crying or happy or something. I'm not sure what that is. Happy face? Laughing.
Probably laughing at me, but it's okay. Better to laugh at me than with me.
Yeah.
No, I was happy for you, Lewis. I mean, we've talked to Robbie a few times, and
yeah.
And I knew that you liked this stuff, so I go, well, let's if Phil come on, and it'll make your day for you.
Oh, it's made my life.
Oh, don't say. Well, okay.
Oh no, literally, like I would rather speak with Mr. Von Roll than I would have Tony Baxter.
Wow. All right. That's the level, huh?
Like that's how cool the Von Roll ropeway is.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like cooler than Tony Baxter. I said it here, internet. That's what I said.
Well, great. I'm happy for you, man. That guy's super down to earth, and he honestly means that we can swing by there anytime and have a beer and have steak.
That's a joke.
Yeah.
That's what I said. That's what now you know, Lewis. Now you know. The invitation's there.
Okay. Well, good. We'll have to have more of that kind of stuff on the LTP Lounge. Like I said, we like to go deep, and we went pretty deep. We're talking about gear lube and oil and
yes, we did.
And lubrication.
lubrication and tension. There you go.
Yep.
Metallurgy,
all the stuff.
Yeah.
No, but very cool. I mean, a lot of that is just like I was saying, it's just so deep in the history and the lore of the park, and having the Von Roll, like I was explaining to somebody I didn't know, and I was telling them we're gonna have a guest on, and it's the grandson of Von Roll, and I gave the name. They're like, it was like over the head. I'm like, no, you got to understand, when you say that name around certain Disney circles, everybody kind of stops and goes, oh, Von Roll? I'm like, yep. Yeah. So I can explain, like, in the right circles, that name carries a lot behind it.
Yeah, it's like if I was at the parks or downtown at Disney, or actually anywhere, and I saw someone walking around with that shirt on, I'd go, okay, that person knows what they're talking about, and I want to say hi and say, hey, dude, I pick up what you're dropping, and I appreciate it. Yeah.
It's just like anybody walking around any kind of like Garner Holt swag, or walking around with like Aero Development swag.
Oh yeah.
These people are definitely on a different wavelength.
Yes, for sure.
Like 90% of the fans.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because these are guys that are like technical people.
Yeah. Well, no, and again, this is why I like this kind of stuff, because we were talking about it earlier, how we try to go below the surface layer and try to go into that. I mean, I honestly, I didn't think, I knew we were going to get, when you were coming on, I'm like, I know we're going to get technical, but you even threw me a loop with the weight of the grease. I'm not gonna lie, you threw me on that one.
I know, right?
Curveball at me, and I'm like,
it's something I've always wanted to know. I've always wanted to know what the gear weight oil was.
Well, there you go. Now
I'm thinking it's like everything else. It's 90 weight, like you'd put in a truck. No, he dispelled that 105 weight.
Yep, you heard it from the man himself. So you're
exactly, which is literally, like I said, it's the same gear oil that they're putting in like cruise ships.
Yeah.
Or like aircraft carriers. Like, it's some heavy duty stuff, man.
You know, the haha shirt. Yeah, okay. You're right. Anyone that's walking around with a haha shirt, you're going to talk to them for sure.
True that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I would hope so.
I got mine. Go get yours.
Well, anyway. I just sent him a thank you note. So hopefully he'll.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't know what the next episode is going to be. It'll be in 2 weeks for the LTP Lounge. But Lewis, again, anytime you want to come on, the door is open for you, because I love our discussions and I love the passion you bring to this show.
Yeah.
Thank you. No, I love being on here. I love getting into the weeds and getting deep and like just bringing little known facts to the universe. You know. Yeah. I mean, like we said, like, you didn't know it was 110 weight until we asked him. I mean, people don't think about it. I think about it a lot, but that's because, like, I got Skyway on the brain. I can't. That's how I'm made.
Yeah.
Steamboat Steve for Lewis. Okay.
But in a couple weeks, I'm actually going to be on the road. So I think I'm going to be on. Wait, today's the 5th. So in a couple weeks, we're talking what, the 15th, the 19th. I can make it. I can make the 19th.
All right, no pressure.
It'd be the last episode before I move. But yes, I can make it.
Gotcha.
Oh, that's right. You're moving.
Yes. I'm going to become your Walt Disney World correspondent.
Oh,
100%. 100%.
Well then, yeah.
Yeah, we need one.
We do.
Like
We need one. No doubt.
Okay. Are you gonna get a season pass for Disney World?
The plan is to get residency, and as soon as I get residency, get my Florida resident pass.
Oh, awesome. Okay, cool.
Just like Kenny over at Alpha Traveler 1 has his Florida resident pass. Like most of your Disney vloggers and podcast people have resident passes.
Yeah. We're gonna have to get him on.
It's boatload cheaper than the current AP setup.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna have to get him on this show too at some point.
Yes, we're gonna have to figure out the schedule conflict. You're absolutely right, Jason.
Okay.
I think you guys should go on the Concilium. You guys should think about going on the Concilium, and we're going to talk about. Okay, I don't mean to shamelessly plug something, but I'm gonna.
No, go for it.
So at Signs of Amusement, we're doing the Concilium on the 19th for food, snacks, beverages, and everything potable related about the parks.
Okay.
Not just DLR, not just WDW, but all the parks system wide.
If I can, well, I'll say it now. And this is usually it. If I'm not on it, it's usually a conflict schedule.
Right, I understand.
Yeah, because if I can make that, I'll hop on that. No,
Okay.
no problem. No problem.
Just have Jason be in touch with us on that, and hopefully I
I'm
can
sure
do
he's
that.
in here. I'm sure he's in the room.
Oh yeah, he's in the room.
But yes, it would be really cool if we could have you guys on, because you guys have the cocktail knowledge we require.
Okay.
That I know.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, this is gonna
There
wrap.
it is.
There it is. I am. Okay. Oh, yeah. Yes. Okay. So yeah, Jason, just get a hold of us. Have us on that for the 19th.
Oh, and Kenny's going to be on too.
Oh, is he? Okay. Then
This
I
is
got
outstanding. This is going to be all-star cast. This
Yeah,
is
then
like,
I
this
can
is
talk
literally
him
like the this is like the,
cool.
you know, the disposables. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I like it.
you know, everybody's going to be on this Joker.
Yeah,
The disposables.
I like it. I like it. Yeah, I'll be there.
Or Expendables.
I'll
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
The Expendables.
No, I like
right.
disposables.
Yeah. Yep. All right.
No, if I can be there, I will be there for sure. That'll be fun. Yeah, and then I can talk to Kenny offline, and I want to chat with him a little bit too. So yeah.
Okay. Let's do it then.
Yeah, let's go.
Thank you. Thank you very
Yeah.
much. We
No,
really
thank
appreciate
you.
it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. So we're gonna wrap up episode number 6 of the LTP Lounge. Again, thanks so much for hanging out with us. Do subscribe and do like the show. We want to bring you
Yes,
content.
And share.
And share. Yeah, we're just really like organically growing this, and it's really fun to do it, and I hope you guys are enjoying it too. So yeah. All right. Talk to you guys later. We will see you guys in the parks.
See ya.
See ya.